What's going on, guys? Dr. Greg here with Movement Driven. Today we're gonna go over an anti-rotation split squat or staggered squat using a what's that strap. So we're gonna tie this around the shoulder, wrap it around the front. And what's happening here is as I get into my split squat or staggered squat position, this band is pulling me into rotation this way, okay? So when I resist that force, I have to activate the glutes and some external rotators of the hip that are super important in protecting the knee, the ankle, the low back, the hip itself, okay? We need this muscle on the side, the glute medius muscle and all of these little stabilizers to be really active for us. And they tend to be lazy muscles. So when I do a squat or any type of lunge, that muscle's on, especially if I'm favoring one leg. It has to be on to stabilize the pelvis. And you can see how much this is pulling me over. So it has to stabilize the pelvis from a rotational standpoint in those external rotators and from a up-down standpoint in the glute medius, okay? So if I get into this staggered stance, I immediately have more force produced by that glute medius muscle to be able to stabilize and resist that rotation. That's why we call it anti-rotation exercise. The way I can progress that is I can add even more of a rotation purposely on the way down and then explode out of that rotation back to neutral. And what that's doing is as I go down, I'm really lengthening that muscle, so that larger length and shortening is basically increasing the range that I'm operating within. This is how we start to get triplanar movement, which is super functional and super applicable to sport. Talk about rotational athletes like golfers and baseball players and any thrower, tennis player. There's a lot of rotation that goes into that. We need those hips to be strong. So this is how you have to get that glute firing. Try it out. Let me know how it goes.